What's going on, guys?
Slap that.
It's all good. Welcome back to another episode of Black Atlas Radio. I'm your host, Michael Cannon.
And I'm your other host, Isaiah. I don't like saying my full name.
You gotta
Isaiah
tell
Burris.
people who you are, bro. And we have
Yeah.
our special third co-host with us.
I'm Mecial. Hey, how you guys doing?
Yeah, he's been on the show with us before, but this is the homie. He's here to help us interview, and we got some special guests with us. You can go ahead and introduce yourself to that bottom camera.
John Brooks, what's going on, y'all?
And so, you guys, I've been following you guys for a minute, like I said, but I don't know why it took me so long to finally reach out. I'm glad you guys came through, though. It's pretty fucking hot in this room, as usual.
Yeah.
But
As per the summer interviews go, every year.
yeah, we appreciate you guys coming through, man.
Nah, man, it's dope. I mean, we feel blessed and, in good spirits to even be here. You know, like, we need more creative content in the Bay Area. You know what I'm saying? Like, just some dope shit, man. You know, not all...
Definitely.
You know,
It's not all competition.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
just dope, chill shit, man. This is hella chill.
So, how long have you been making music?
Damn, like, going on 15
Oh,
years,
okay.
man.
Nice.
That's a long ass time.
Yeah, dude. I mean, and it gives me the chance to perfect my craft, you know, perfect what I'm able to do, give it maximum effort, man. And that's what it's all about. I always want to push the envelope for Bay Area music, you know. We came in the era about hyphy movement. We came in the hyphy movement.
Right.
Everybody doing the same kind of music or whatever. And it's cool. It was dope for what it was. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel like I wanted to do different kind of music, and I wasn't able to do it.
Yeah.
But now, the way the music has changed and lyrics are coming back, and, you know, each region of music, like East Coast, West Coast, the lines are getting blurred. So it's easier to do the kind of music I want.
Yeah, I fully think that your music definitely sounds different from what I listened to before I got here, and it definitely is way better than no offense, Barry. It's way better than it's better than Hyphy Will Never Die. Actually.
Yeah.
Well, you know, it's funny. It's funny that you say that because I was actually thinking. I feel like listening to your music, I get the sense that it's sort of like early 2000s, like inspired.
It is, man. That's
I
my
can
heart,
kind of
bro.
get that in your style.
That's my heart, bro. Like early 2000s R&B and even East Coast music, bro. Like when everybody's listening to 40, don't get me wrong, it's the God, he's the GOAT. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I was on, you know, Fabulous. I was on, you know, Nas, Jay-Z, DMX, Mos Def. You know, like just that kind of wave.
I could tell when I was listening to your project, you had a lot of like East Coast influence.
Yeah.
Because you were like spitting bars on bars on bars. I was like, all right. This is doing
I
this
definitely
thing.
got. I didn't say this yet. I definitely got a Maxo Cream vibe just hearing your voice. To be honest, like you sound like that, and I was like, oh, because you played what? Don't Speak.
Yeah.
I was immediately thought of Meet Again, and I was like, oh shit.
Don't Speak, bro. That's that song was dope. The song was inspired with just freedom of speech. You know what I mean? Shut all the noise. If you ain't spreading love, don't say shit. You know,
Right.
I cuss on here.
Yeah,
Oh,
bro.
don't say shit. You know what I'm saying?
People smoke on this whole.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you definitely-
And the video, bro. Actually, have you guys seen the video?
No.
So it was inspired by Bob Dylan.
Okay.
You know, it was Bob Dylan actually conducted the first Card video. You know how you put the lyrics down, and you kind of pull.
Oh, right.
He did the very first one, right?
Oh, okay.
And we was inspired by that video. I think it's Mediterranean Homesick Blues.
Oh shit.
Subterranean Homesick Blues.
You know me, Kyle.
Yeah, that's never
Yeah, and you know, we wanted to recreate that. And dude, when I tell you, that was the most challenging video we've ever done in our life, bro. I mean, it's me and my buddy. His name is Mecial in the video. So
That's crazy.
We're both pulling these cards, and you had to pull them in sync with the lyric that's playing. And if I messed up, we had to do it all over again. If I got mine right and Meek messed up, we had to do it all over again.
It's one take Drake.
One take Drake.
Oh shit, that's crazy.
You know,
So-
Take two. Fuck that.
we did that shit like 20 times in San Francisco, where everybody driving, looking at us and shit. We over here flipping cars.
So do you record? Does he record most of your videos?
Yeah, man, he does all my videos. Man,
Okay,
Timbo,
cool.
man.
So I saw what was it? King of the Jungle?
King of the Jungle, yeah.
That one was dope. I like how the whole thing was black and white.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
The whole time.
He's off camera.
Oh yeah.
He's on camera. Just so we don't
Punch your
reference.
wave, huh?
Yeah, he's popping.
Punch your wave.
There you go.
So we don't reference.
Yeah, man,
Main man over there.
that's my business partner, fucking manager, videographer.
Nice.
Like this guy, he's
Homie
the
for
label.
life.
He's Steadfaster. He's the label, man.
Nice.
He creates all of the directs all of the videos, creates all of the content.
Right.
You know, packages it up for everybody and makes it nice. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He's the QA.
And real quick, sir,
see.
for anyone who isn't familiar with any of your guys' work, what's like the best place they can reach all of your content? Like you can go ahead and like plug your social
Oh yeah,
media.
you go to
and all that.
steadfastermedia.com. On IG, Steadfastermedia. On IG, official John Brooks. IG Timble. You know, all of our stuff is there. On any streaming site, just type in John Brooks and everything should pop up.
This is probably a dumb question. Is your real name John Brooks?
It is.
Okay.
That's not a dumb question.
I mean,
No,
it
it's
could
not a
be
dumb question. It's not a
It
dumb
could be like, nigga, duh. I'm like, sorry. Like,
some people will be coming up with personas.
You know, well, I had that starting off. My name was, I went to a few names actually.
Okay.
The name that most people know me for is Jay Dutch. You know, that was back in my teenager
Nice.
years to, you know, early adult. And I
Right.
decided to change it because, you know, it was the hyphy shit. It was,
Yeah.
you know, all the stuff I wasn't
Shout
really
out to them.
fucking with.
Right.
And I just needed to shed that persona and just be myself, man.
Right.
So I got a project called Authentic, the Book of John.
Oh,
And
nice title.
that's the first time I used my name on the project, man. So
Nice.
Did
Yeah.
your like music kind of like reflect the shift, like the change when you
It did.
like started using your original name?
it did, man. That's the shift. Authentic, the Book of John is the shift
Uh-huh.
where everything changed, bro. Like we even had a show in Brick and Mortar,
Right.
All right.
and that was the defining moment in the shift from Jay Dutch to John Brooks. Like
Right.
it was like almost like a fucking sacrifice, dude. Like the goddamn light was red, the whole stage was red and shit. It was
Crazy.
fucking,
That
the
is.
energy was ridiculous. It's on YouTube. If you look it up, John Brooks Brick and Mortar,
sure.
bro. It's like, it's crazy as hell. He recorded everything.
I'm gonna try to throw the link in the
Oh, yeah.
description box
And
below.
did like anything else change when you changed your name, like towards like people when they look for your music, when they see your music, like or listen to your music? I said see.
Yeah,
Like-
so it changed, like, it was more honest.
Okay.
Like, I feel like after Authentic, it was like, okay, this is different from Jay Dutch and whatever. And then we put out a project called The Night Shift. And that was the most groundbreaking project for us because it was our most grossing project.
Nice.
We still get royalties from that to this day. The highest royalty from that project.
You guys got some good ass titles. I'm just gonna say.
Right.
It's like
Right
some
on.
good titles, man.
You know, it was I was vulnerable on that. I literally laid my life down on The Night
Nice.
Shift. You know, you guys check it out. It's on every streaming site.
Yeah, that's the album.
Man, look, you got it right here, bro. This is it right here.
We'll keep them.
Yeah, that's it right there.
Boom. That's just not gonna go on there, but
People who
Bring shit we can keep, guys.
Yeah,
yes,
We appreciate it.
yes, bring it.
hell yeah.
I still got all the Scorpion CDs up.
Oh
there.
yeah, Score.
Score.
Shout out Score. That's my boy. Yeah. You know.
And I want to say I appreciate the fact that you have like most of your content like available for streaming too, because that's like super easy access.
It
for
is, man.
anyone who hasn't like heard of you, they could just see your like back catalog
Yep.
of music too.
Yep.
It was really easy to find.
Right
He
on.
sent me a link
Mm-hmm.
for a YouTube video, and then I was like, all right, let me just find his music real quick, and boom, it was all right there.
Dope.
But The Night Shift is what I listened to, and I was like, all right, this dude is talking. I was like, there's so many dope things on here. Are
Right.
you a parent?
I am.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna
getting
ask
from
that.
some of your songs.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, he's speaking some wisdom.
I am, bro. I have a 5-year-old son, man. It's my little guy.
I'm sure that's like a big inspiration for your music as well, right?
Oh, especially moving forward, man. I got a project coming out called Good Things, man, and a song called November 4th, which is his birthday and is dedicated to him. So, like, super inspirational, bro. It's like, you guys have kids?
No.
No, I am a kid, bro.
That's all good. Hey, bro, look, we all kids at heart to say you stay young.
Yeah.
But my son, like, it brings that out of you, bro. Like, it makes
okay.
it to where your kid just taps into that inner child
Right.
in you and brings it out, and you playing dinosaurs with him.
Man, I'm ready for that.
That does sound dope as fuck. And then like from fatherhood, Like, is there any type of other messages that you want to portray in your music specifically?
Well, with me, I'm super pro-black, bro. Like, I'm not anti anything, but I'm just pro-black. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like I don't have influence with money. I don't have a lot of money, right? I make enough money to take care of my home, but where my influence and impact is the perception of my community. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I go out of my way to make sure that the perception has a standard. So I can't influence my community with money, but just like I'm reiterating, but just my perception of what I put out there. So I'm not going to talk about gang violence unless it's the message behind what I'm saying. I'm not going to talk about pimping hoes, slapping bitches. You know what I mean? I'm not going to talk about no drugs or no shit like that. Not into the money fantasy rap. I'll leave that
Except
shit.
for don't do them. Don't do drugs.
Don't, you know what I'm saying? Hey, look, I'm not shaming nobody, but that's just not my thing. You know what I mean? I just want to talk about life and positive shit, man. Like, my next project is called Good Things. I just want to talk about all things that are good. There's enough negative shit out there already. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to.
Right.
You know?
I definitely get the sense that it's more of like an uplifting sort of vibe when I'm listening to your
Yeah, man.
I appreciate that too, especially like you said. But like locally, especially, that's super hard to come by. I feel like in the Bay Area.
Yeah.
There's a lot of artists out there. I feel like they're just maybe not getting as much attention as something that will slap in the club. Like,
Yeah,
twice as
man.
hard.
It's actually harder to do that. It is. You're right. It's hard to we have our fan base of people who fuck with our shit, so we're able to still sustain and put out shit and, you know, reap the fruit from it. But like you said, it is harder to get in bigger arenas with the kind of music we make. Not to say it's impossible, because you have your J. Cole's, you have your Kendrick, you have your Big Crits.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's just from what we gathered, you have to build that from your own foundation and then take that out. You know, and that's what we're doing.
Right.
I also, you said Big Crit. I got the Big Crit vibe as well.
Yeah,
But,
Crit, yeah, I fuck with Crit.
shout out Crit. He was really good in concert.
Yeah, we saw him
We
live.
seen him.
and
It was
sat.
pretty fucking nice.
The only thing I wish I had was a fucking Southern accent, bro, when I rap.
That shit kills.
Fuck,
That
bro.
shit kills. Shout out to him and Sci-Hi, because that was damn near one of my favorite.
Bro,
Yeah,
Sci-Hi's
bro.
raw as fuck.
Yeah,
That
we
dude's
was-
legendary,
Jesus
man.
Christ.
It was
That,
Sci-Hi Crit.
that No Dope on Sundays is still in
No Dope-
rotation.
Oh,
Bruh.
No Dope on Sundays is one of the best albums I've listened to in a
Bro,
long time.
and
to be
even
honest.
and this may be off to the left too, but fucking to me, 2 Chainz, Metaphors, and his style is raw as fuck. to me,
That's
bro.
dope.
His content is shit, but
I
his
remember
fucking metaphors and the way he
You
rap
got it.
is raw as fuck, bro.
Yeah, I do fuck with his style.
You know what I mean? That accent,
Yeah.
bro. Wish I had a Southern accent, bro.
the accent kills. I feel like more of like the New York. Well, for me personally, New York vibe is always where I've been at. Like the straight bars type shit and straight like boom bap. It's
Yeah,
fucking
man.
always been where it's at for me.
But you know why, bro? That's the foundation of hip hop.
Yeah, it makes sense, but like I feel like that's the one of the first immediately. Like
Yeah.
that was the first type of rap I actually like to listen to.
It does something to your soul, bro. Like when you hit that original boom bap, that
Yeah.
straight hip hop, bro,
That
like
shit-
some
you can't
Rakim or
help
some
but-
shit.
Grimy
Nod your
ass
head.
beat.
You know what I mean?
Your music is very high quality as well, because I was listening to it and I was like, they put in a lot of effort into
Right
making
on,
it.
bro. I appreciate
Because
that.
it's good to listen to local artists that put a lot of time
Yeah.
and quality into their music,
Yeah.
instead of putting out a bunch of music that's just local.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's we got to get at the Timbu. Like that's one of his things with Steadfaster. He was like, bro, I don't give a fuck what we put out or how we put it out, just as long as it's quality.
That's
It's
good.
not gonna go out if it's not quality, bro.
Right.
Right.
You know, and I feel the same way with the content. I'm like, the content has to be up there, bro. Like I want to contribute to Bay Area hip hop. You know, I want to be able to be one of the guys that be like, when John Brooks dropped this, it shifted the
culture.
The culture, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's my goal, to just give you the best project I can deliver and make sure that it's super fucking quality.
And so you guys do all production in house for
Yeah.
everything.
Bro, we must
Everything.
be telepathic.
Michael,
That was
we
my
done
next
we
question,
done this
bro.
fucking too
I
many
was like,
times, bro. I know. we done this 60 something.
Right.
Something.
But right. So is it like in regards to the music? Is most of it in house?
So with Authentic, we worked with a independent producer named J Stu. Motherfucker's fire as hell. It's out of LA.
Ooh,
Dude
okay.
is fucking ridiculous. He produced the whole project. When we got to the night shift, we actually worked with a guy. What's his name?
There was actually a few that we scrambled together. There was what's the guy's name?
The chemist.
The chemist.
He was signed to Interscope at the time, and he reached out to us on Twitter.
Right.
And we ended up linking up with him, and then Digital Martyrs. Also a phenomenal producer, man, super legendary. Check his ass out.
And have you ever gotten to the producing side of making music? Or?
Yeah, I have. So I made a beat one time, and the beat machine blew up. Yeah, I suck ass.
What did you
Suck
do?
ass. I just touched it, bro. Caught on fire.
What the hell?
Yeah, I suck, bro. I can't make a beat worth shit.
That shit is hard. I'm not gonna lie.
You know, I
Damn.
fucking suck ass, bro. I cannot make a fucking beat to save my life. So, he make beats though. His beats are fire.
Nice.
man.
Off camera still. How's that been for you? And like, also, how's the Steadfast movement going for you?
Pretty much the mode for operation, right?
Mm-hmm.
The way I look at it is everything is a job, right? What is the job, and what are the tools what are the tools that I need to pull the job off? And that's how I think about everything. I don't throw myself under one particular thing, like, oh, I'm a producer, or I'm a this, or I'm a that. What I really am is I am a creative.
Good.
Right? I'm a creative, and whatever needs to be created is kind of like what needs to be created. Oh,
Right.
we need a beat? Okay.
Let's
We
figure
need
out
a
how to do
visual?
it.
Okay, let's do it.
Right.
Okay. And then, now don't get me wrong, I'm not one of those people, too, that, like, I know when to stop. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I know when to stop. And I think that it's important for creatives to know that, because nowadays we live in a space where tech is just... Right?
Keep going.
It keeps going, right? I mean, you can go out, go to Craigslist and pick up an old laptop for $100. Pick up an old GoPro for another $100. And you rocking.
Real talk.
Yeah.
Right?
You got content.
You got
Real talk.
content, right? Now, the quality of the content is not going to be so much dependent upon the gear that you have. It's going to be about much more how you invest in your mind.
Right.
And I actually like where things are going now, because it's actually going back now to where you actually have to be good to stand out.
Yeah, that's really important, because I feel like, especially during this YouTube era, where literally you can make videos on your phone now.
Man,
'Cause
bro.
phone quality is so
Yeah,
damn good.
There's no quality though. It's just straight like
But I feel
everybody
like
outside their house.
a lot of people
chilling.
want that personal touch nowadays, and like vlogs are like one of the
Yeah.
most fucking biggest things right now. But honestly, once you do show that you do have quality and you do care about things you do, it immediately puts you on another tier of fucking people.
Well, it does. That's what we always talk about. We say that when we first started rocking and doing this from authentic to now, our quality has always been high, and that's been our advantage. And now that everybody, like I said, the YouTube era, everybody is getting quality now because it's so accessible, right?
Yeah.
So the level field as far as quality is almost level now. The playing field.
Right.
And so our advantage goes from quality to consistency now.
That's
So
important.
people are consistent. That's what we excel at. We're consistent. We not only do we do music, bro, we do YouTube series. We have a show called Daily Dose. We have a show called The Untitled Show, which we almost similar to this, where we almost A&R artists we like, but it's super biased, bro. We're only getting the hottest of the hot. We don't fuck with because you're popular or got 1 million views. If you can, bro. We ain't putting that shit on the show.
Hey man,
Yeah,
I feel you on that one.
We brought some Daily Dose
I'll
pins
take
for
one
you
of
guys.
those.
Hey.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I've known about most of this stuff that you mentioned, and I was telling them about it while we were waiting for you guys to pull up.
Yeah.
And so I actually I fuck with what you guys are doing, and everyone, especially from the Bay Area, I feel like they need to tap in and support all local artists. If you've been watching our videos for a while, then support your local Bart.
Hell yeah.
That's a saying. That's a saying. Yes.
That's cool. So I guess we could kind of go into how you two originally like linked up.
Oh,
You
yeah.
kind of shed a little bit of light before the
I
interview.
brought more gifts. Sorry.
Oh, it's all good.
Keep 'em
Yeah,
coming.
so take
Keep
it, bro.
'em coming. We'll take all the gifts.
Yeah, those are more digital download cards. Those are
yes,
that's
OT.
the last album, OT.
Yeah.
Bro, we gonna
And
keep these in.
I know he kind of skimmed over it very quickly here, but his mention of good things. This is actually the first public.
Oh
Hey.
shit!
Oh, it is actually.
Exactly.
Yeah, damn.
Exclusive world.
Hey.
World
exclusive
premiere.
drop of that. So that
Right.
that's
Hey, we
that's big.
appreciate that, man,
Yeah.
for sure. But
I
yeah.
don't have to think about that shit. That is.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Shit, I should have said that.
Beautiful.
Nigga be like, oh, nigga, he's
No, it's beautiful. Beautiful.
So I don't know if you can recall like the exact year it was that you guys met, but you said it was through doing shows at the same
Might have
venue.
been 05, 06, right?
Yeah, I think it was.
No, actually, it was before 03. Let me tell you what happened. Y'all had an episode with my homegirl and the person that contributed to launching my career in the Bay Area.
Shout out.
Faye from
Shout out to
Dance
Faye.
Bliss.
Oh, right.
Shout out
She
to Faye.
is the fucking reason.
Her birthday was yesterday.
Well,
man.
happy birthday,
happy
Faye. Oh my
birthday.
God.
Yeah,
Like,
that's-
you don't understand how grateful I am to her, to you. She launched our fucking careers
Right.
officially as performers in the Bay Area.
Yes.
Nice.
She used to book these venues in Vacaville, dude. I mean, like these fucking grand fucking theaters. You know what I mean?
Oh shit.
And it will sell out. 500 people will be in the crowd because, like you said, everybody would bring their own fan base. You know, we had 20, 30 people. Everybody had their own shit
Yeah.
to where it sold out. I mean, a real legit fucking concert, bro. Me and my brother at the time, Young Rook, we was in a group called Street Legal, and my other brother Lavelle, he was a solo artist. He's an R&B singer. We would go out to these shows, we'll perform, she'll give us a set, bro. She put us on these stages when nobody knew about it. So from that moment, we start growing our own fan base.
Right.
So, I mean, bro, that's where I met him at, basically through her, on a set. And then he was in a group called Bay Dogs. And
With a DAWG.
See, Bay Area.
I fucking knew it. I knew
Yes.
it, bro.
Yes.
I can
Yeah.
just the way he said dog.
Right.
It had to be.
Yes.
yeah, man. So we was rocking on the same circuits, man. They was fucking killing this shit. They had their own fucking fan base. We had our own. We killing it. I ended up getting into a record deal with Universal Fontana, and with a group called Cali Soldiers, and that shit went on for a while. It was touring Northern California and shit, and they ended up getting fucked up due to some mismanagement of the money on our management side, right? And end
I
up
could
just
fuck it up. Yeah.
I fucked us up for a minute, bro. And I was down for a minute, bro, just putting out little random shit. And me and him, he hit me up. He was like, bro, what's going on, bro? I'm like, what's up? Like, bro, this Hallelujah joint you put out is raw as fuck, bro. I was like, right on. He was like, man, look, I don't know what you doing, what you been doing, but let's link, bro. Let's
Hey,
work.
that's how it works.
We've been working, bro, ever since. I mean, putting out shit, bro.
That's what's up, man.
Talk about this OT. Like, can we talk about good things? Or
We can talk about anything, bro. Let's do it.
let's talk about good things. So you said the influence behind this was also your son on there,
My son, man.
and everything
so,
good in your life, right?
So everything that's good in my life, bro. We went from the night shift to OT to Good Things, man. Good Things is just a project about solely that. Everything that inspires me to do great, everything that makes me happy. I wanted to shed light on more positive shit, man.
Right.
Not to say that these two projects are negative, but I really wanted to make a point to make people feel good listening to it. You know what I mean? Like I said, November 4th is a joint that is about my son. I have a song on there called Freedom, talking about the Black Panthers, talking about for brown people and black people to feel good in their skin. You know what I mean? We live in the climate, the Trump era.
Right.
And fuck Trump. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Damn.
I
Fuck Trump.
want people to feel
Trump era. That's sad.
it's sad, It's like wrestling. I was a wrestling fanatic, so I was used to all the attitude era and shit. It's the Trump era, you know what I mean? And
WWE Hall of Fame.
you know what I'm saying? It's real talk. It's on God. It's nothing against white people at all. It's just that I want us to feel good in our skin.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's what Good Things is about, us feeling good in our fucking skin. You know?
I mean, so coming to this project here, how long is this an EP or is it like a...
This is an LP.
Oh.
So
okay.
yeah, so this project, The Night Shift, was a LP, OT was an EP, and Good Things would be an LP.
I know you did like a collab EP, right?
I did. It was called Dark Black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was fucking with a lot of songs on that too.
Yeah,
It's
with
pretty good.
Mecial, man. We
Shout out.
right. Shout out to boy Mecial.
I was like, oh shit.
We grown, bro. I'm 33 years old. We grown, bro. I was like, bro, it's all kind of songs out there, all kind of vibes. Let's do a fucking album about divorce.
That's crazy.
Damn.
That's so original.
I've never been
Yeah.
divorced. I'm married. I've never been divorced, right? I said, let's do a fucking song about divorce.
Okay.
And he was like, how are we going to get divorced? This is the scenario of the album. We get divorced by me and my wife together, been together, cool, didn't work out. We get a divorce. I get another girlfriend. I'm with my girlfriend. But for some odd reason, I'm not too much feeling my fucking girlfriend. So I'm cheating on my girlfriend with my ex-wife.
And made the album off
Does she
of that.
know about
Yes.
it?
God damn.
Absolutely not.
Like neither of them know about each other?
No.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
And so there's this line in there where I was like, how am I tell my girl I'm fucking my ex-wife? No hard feelings, you're just a casualty of love.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's hurt. That sounds like that hurt.
Yeah, bro.
That's a good concept to come up with.
You
like,
know, so that concept came from there, and we both went in, bro. And Mecial is what does he call it? How does he break his style down?
I don't know. I just call it voodoo because that man is a
Voodoo.
genius. That man is
It's a phrase he coined. Improvisational
improvisational
freestyle.
freestyle or something like
So
that.
this guy literally doesn't write shit,
oh, okay.
bro.
That's
If you tell him the concept is about monkeys stealing bananas, he will give you a fucking hot 16 about monkeys stealing bananas, but freestyle.
Now you know how when you hear freestyle, you think about like, you know, somebody just being able to go and throwing together some catchy little metaphors and stuff
Shit
like
that
that.
rhymes.
Shit that rhymes or whatever, you know what I mean? And then bouncing from one content to another, you know, one subject to another, whatever. This guy, all you have to do is just give him the topic.
Brother.
And his freestyle is a solid, like, verse.
That's
like,
crazy.
you know, it's not like... But he's legitimately freestyling
as
this
he's
stuff.
going.
Like, he just writes it in his head. You know, I mean, like, sort of Jay-Z style, right? That's what Jay does, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, but, like, it's not, you know, this whole thing where you're kind of bouncing all over. You know, I was over here with my girl, and then I was fucking your girl, and then I was doing this, and then, you know, kind of going back and forth, like, that was kind of witty, that was whatever, but then I forgot it 15 minutes later, kind of stuff.
Yeah.
This man gives you beef. Steak, you know what I'm saying? Like you listen to it, you play it all over and over and over and over again. You know, there's something that my mom said to me, right? My mom said to me that you know, when I started out making music, I actually hid it from my mom because I just thought, you know, she wouldn't approve. To understand that, and you have to know that I grew up in the church, right?
Oh, right.
But I was the rebel.
You gotta get in here, bro.
Right?
I gotta see you, bro.
Anybody who watches this knows that none of our shit is scripted at all.
That's cool.
We have some random shit.
Awesome.
To be honest.
Yeah, so the story that I was telling was that, you know, my mom, I didn't share any of my music with my mom, you know, because I just thought, I didn't think that she'd approve.
Right.
So I was just, you know, just doing my stuff silently and all whatnot, you know, and the thing about that is that it can be a trap sometimes, right?
Definitely.
Because now you're caught in this space. Oh, I heard this album. What album? Be quiet. And you have to understand, my mom, she's 5'0" of African Fury. Right? I grew up in Cameroon, West Africa, so you know she's like, you know, I'm first generation, literally. Right?
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
And you know, I could just picture what she might say. Are you writing that gangster rap? Are you writing this nonsensical music thing that you are writing? What is this one? You know, I just hear it and I was like, no, let me just go sit quiet somewhere. Not really say, you know,
Right.
not really, you know, say anything too much. But you know, it's I forgot where I was going with that, but
It's okay.
it's a journey, basically.
Right.
It's a journey. You know, like one thing that I feel like is important to note, like, you know, in the journey of his music, right? Which is like, so Authentic was when we hooked back up.
Yeah.
Right? And that was started with, you know, when I saw he had dropped Hallelujah.
Yeah.
And when I heard Hallelujah, I was like, this the shit that I want to fuck with. This is like, this is what I want to be associated with. Right. You know what I mean? Like, like you have to be talking about something for me to appreciate it. You know what I'm saying, man? Like, I'm not knocking anybody else, but if it's just about how many bottles we got in our hands and, you know, what we're doing in the club and all this kind of stuff like that, that's cool. Oh, back to what my mom said. I got it now. One thing my mom told me was that when I finally shared my music with her was that I've raised you. You have a good head on your shoulders. I know anything that comes out is going to be anything good. If it was up to me, you know what I would have you singing.
Church music,
right? You know what I mean? Stuff like that. But if you're going to make music, and I'll never forget when she told me this, she was like, if you're going to make music, just make songs of every day. Just make songs of every day. And when she told me that, that changed the trajectory of my, you know, my music. Not that I ever did rap, so to speak. I never did rap. Never. I can't, never, you know. But it thickened it up some. You know, it added some seasoning to the pot more, you know.
But I remember when you was telling that story about how we first linked, he called me over the phone because he had his record label and company established already. He's indie. He already had it going. I got dropped from the label because of mismanagement of the money or whatever. So I'm just damn near just making music by myself and just, you know, trying to figure it out. He hit me up. I mean, this man has a full fucking production, bro. This man gets paid money to film. I'm not gonna tell his business, but he gets paid. That's what he does for a fucking living. Right. You know what I'm saying? This is his fucking job.
This is his job. Yeah.
So he hit me up and he told me, he was like, bro, let me know if you remember this shit. And I never forget it. He was like, I told myself if I ever ran into an artist that talked about shit that I supported that was so fucking undeniably dope, I will put every fucking ounce of my blood and everything behind that fucking artist. And guess what, bro? You fucking it.
Hey.
Let me know if you want to work right now, moving forward, and let's do it. And I said, we've been rocking, bro. Remember that shit?
I remember that shit. I remember that shit.
I ain't spoken to him in like fucking 10 years before that.
Damn.
And I just think that, you know, like for me, you know, it's like, I feel like music and particularly hip hop is so powerful. Like there's a whole lot of genres of music and stuff like that. But hip hop is something that when you hear, and you hear some good bars, it shakes your soul. It doesn't just rattle your mind and make you feel high for a good 10, 15 minutes or whatever, something like that. Like, you know, like trance music is cool, but it's doom, 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 doom. Then you go home, oh, remember that one night? And then you forget the song and it's done. You know what I'm saying, right?
What was the song that made you guys fall in love with hip hop? Because that's always been one that I know.
The song that made me fall in love with hip hop.
Or maybe does like a particular artist pop into mind?
Mine was Biggie, Give Me One More Chance.
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Mine was Biggie, Give Me One More Chance. When I fell like in love with hip hop, right? That was a transitional period too because we had just came back from Cameroon. So I was born here, grew up here till I was 11 years old. My brother was 9. We moved back to Cameroon. Oh wow! And then I didn't come back till I was 22. And I came back 22.
That's us right now.
Yeah, right?
22.
Yeah, see,
that's dope.
My mom's friend picked us up from the airport, San Francisco airport. I'll never forget it. It was like 4 a.m. or something like that. We came home, jet lag and everything, right? We got this jet lag and everything. Couldn't speak. It's like, all right, I'm preparing my ears for this one. It's the first thing to hear on the radio. Once we got back, I turned on the radio, and it was. And you know, I was like, I told her, I like this one.
Sick ass accent and everything.
Yeah, yo, super thing, right? What is that? Say, 106 KMEL. I was like,
oh shit.
You know what I mean? I was like, Big
Bay Area.
Yeah.
With me, it's interesting. With me, my first love wasn't hip hop. My first love was R&B, bro.
Yeah, okay.
You know, R&B. I remember my mom playing that shit every fucking weekend, dude. I was a a Usher fanatic, bro. Like back in the day, I was super skinny, right? And I looked at, I thought I looked like Usher, but obviously I don't. But I had the little do-rag, bro, with the fucking goggles, dancing, bro. I was hitting that shit. So that was my first love. But when I fell in love with hip hop, I think it might have been Mom's playing Run DMC, and then Snoop Dogg, bro. Snoop. When I first heard Snoop, bro, I thought that was the best thing since fucking. Bro, sex, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, who is this? 1, 2, 3, to the. I was just like, damn. So that was my first ever experience with hip hop. And then after Snoop, it went Pac, and then after Pac, I just went off, bro. It was just,
Mecial, when you fall in love with hip hop?
Oh man, I don't know. I have an older brother. He's 9 years older than me, so. He's an East Coast hip hop fan, so it was the Black Album.
The Black Album. There we go.
That's still my favorite to this day.
To this day, bro. Yeah. Mom's bought me that Black Album for Christmas because she knew I was so into Jay-Z.
He bought me the Black Album on
vinyl. My first ever album that I ever bought was actually Graduation by Kanye West because I'm a youngin, but that's when
that's a good album, bro.
Yeah, no, definitely. I played that shit like fucking forever. Yeah.
So when I we call that good Kanye.
When I fell in love with the art of hip hop, it was Black Album and College Dropout. When I fell in love with the art of wanting to make hip hop like that, like those two albums shaped my whole perception and creativity of even rap. Like before Kanye West, there wasn't a Kanye West. You couldn't talk about shit like that. It was always hard body.
Yeah.
And when he came, it was
slapping
like
bitches.
Polo,
slapping bitches,
Nelly and shit, bro. That's just crazy
Nelly,
as fuck, bro.
Nelly.
Yeah. See, I feel like that's a great question that you asked about, like like when you fell in love and like different. Like I feel like I fell in love with hip hop when I heard Biggie, right? That like that, because you gotta understand. Growing up in Cameroon, we it's reggae, Caribbean music, West African traditional songs, all that kind of stuff, like super, super deep, right? When I heard Pac, though,
bro,
when I heard Pac, throw away the Biggie. Throw this one away. I was like,
oh, this boy is Biggie over.
Biggie all the way.
Really? Yeah. I was like, no. I mean, like, I literally felt that way at the time. And then there was another shift when I heard The Root.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that I feel like that did something for my artistry at the time that was completely different. I heard The Roots, Mos Def, Talib Kweli, Common.
Bro. Oh, Common too.
That was like
he just dropped the album.
You know what? You know the special thing about Common is? Common is like fine wine, no homo. You know what I'm saying? Like his music gets better with fucking time, bro. That shit is ridiculous.
Common in a long time.
Word, like bro, his shit is like so standard with him, the boom bap, bro, the beautiful lyrics, the shit he paint, bro. There's a song about his daughter, his new one. Have you seen the video?
Nah.
I forgot the name of the song. It's brand new, bro. He's talking about the times he's missed with his daughter, and in the video he's dancing with her, and then the next scene is actually his daughter in like a cap and gown and shit, and they're talking. It's fucking dope, bro. It's fucking dope. But hip hop is, like you said, man, it's something that really touches your soul,
We usually go up to 30 minutes for our interviews, but this has been such an interesting interview, so we kind of kept it going. But as we're winding down here, before we close out, do you guys have anything else that you want to say to the people out there?
To content creators, man, don't fucking compare yourself. Don't try to chase what's trendy. Don't try to fucking be in the in crowd. If like I say, if you want to fight all your life to be mediocre, be mediocre. But if you don't, and you want to create higher at a higher fucking level, always push your fucking self. Challenge yourself. Don't settle. Don't look around you and see what everybody's doing and try to copy that shit. Go above that shit. You know what I mean? Don't ever fucking just not work at maximum capacity or maximum creativity. Always be the best you. Fuck what everybody's saying. Listen to what the market is saying and go for that shit, man.
Yeah, and I would just say that to creatives, because we're all creatives.
Right.
Yeah. I would say to creatives that we are living in arguably the best time in history. The best time in history. Think about it. Not that long ago, when you needed an engineer to mix your song or something like that, you had to fly out an engineer out from New York, right? Right.
That
When you
sounds crazy.
when you needed an aerial shot,
Bro.
you needed a helicopter, right? Now you have a drone this big that'll shoot the shit in cinema 4K for you, right?
Oh,
You
yeah.
know. So I would say, number one, wake up, creatives. Look around you. Don't wait to be led. Don't wait to be led like, oh, maybe this company is gonna come along and do this. That you are the company, right? Invest in your mind more than your gear. If you're spending $1,000 a year on gear, you should be spending $5 on your mind. To me, that's the ratio, at least.
Smart.
At least, you know, because like, and I'm not saying this to toot my horn, but I don't give a fuck what camera you give me.
You always say this shit too.
I don't care what laptop you give me or whatever. If it does basic prototypical shit that any machine does, I'm going to give you a hit. It's not going to be because of the gear. It's going to be because of my mind and my experience and the skill, right? It's be about your skill. The third thing that I would say would be because of the tech boom and because of how things are nowadays, people can actually see through you a lot easier.
for sure.
So be your honest self, right? Be your honest self as much as possible. Like, sure, you may want to spice things up and dress something up or whatever, but just because you're wearing a tuxedo doesn't mean that you should now become an asshole, right? It just means that you're just dressing yourself up nicely, but it's still authentic. You be the best authentic version of yourself. Which ironically, that's where a lot of stuff kicked off from was authentic. You know, him just when he just
Sorry.
Yeah.
it's all right.
There's some air in here, but
Yeah.
that's
You know, just shedding again. So in a nutshell, just be real.
Yeah.
right.
Like people are attracted naturally, and they feel comfortable with somebody when you're approachable. You feel real. You're just authentic with this shit.
Yeah.
Like when he told me about, oh, you know, got this podcast thing going on about, I was like, I love that kind of shit.
Hey, man.
You know,
We
what I mean?
appreciate it.
Support your
Y'all
local
shit's
bar.
dope, man. I check
Yeah.
some of y'all shit out too. Y'all shit's dope, bro.
Support your local bar. Comes
Thank
from
you,
a.
man.
I'm joking.
Oh, before you guys go, do you guys have any shows coming up anytime soon?
You know what? We're actually not in show mode. We're still in production mode. We got a few projects on the table that we're wrapping up. But as soon as we wrap it up, no, this is no lying. You guys make sure you hold me to this. In October, we're throwing our first Untitled show party, and this is the first time we airing it too. October, we're throwing our first Untitled show party.
Right.
So you guys will have comp tickets, 3 comp tickets. You know.
Ooh, okay.
We there.
We appreciate
and
that.
so
Live.
that's the first, our first official event that we're throwing.
Right.
Nice.
You know.
And the Entitled Show series, basically, the Entitled Live is what it is essentially where we take artists who we've already done an interview with on the Entitled Show, and they're gonna come now and actually do a live performance or whatever to share that. And again, this just kind of goes back to what we were saying. It's like, it's about collaboration, man.
Right.
Yeah.
It's about collaboration. We all have our own skills and our own talents and stuff like that, but it's about collaborating with everybody and not just trying to move, you know, not just trying to go vertical all the time, but also move laterally too, so that everybody, you know, you can have a lot more power to
Right.
Rise
move
up together.
to rise up to get. Come on now.
Yeah. That's some great advice.
So that's
too.
the next event.
Yeah. So stay tuned for that, guys. Make sure you follow all of their socials and stay updated with them. We appreciate you guys coming through once again. And check out all of their stuff below. And check out blackatlasmedia.com
Rate us
for
5 stars.
all of our
Shout
shit.
out Black Atlas.
Thank you. We appreciate it. And we'll see you guys in the next video.
God.